Then he enters the saloon. He enters the saloon and finds the saloon that is completely empty. Then a shriek comes from upstairs. And
when you work on a soundtrack, you work for a director. And when you make an album or something like that, you are free. And so it's big difference. And sometimes the relationship with the director is okay, sometimes it's problematic, so maybe it's more work than art, I think.
yeah, it's very, very different, but each soundtrack is different from the other one because it depends from the director, from the movie you're doing. We are recently doing a TV series as well that is, again, different than doing movies. So yeah, it is completely different, but it keeps us fresh because maybe we spent like 2 years doing a soundtrack and TV series, and then we were desperate to do the new album that just came out because we really wanted to do our music as well. Well, it varies. Sometimes they're just pirates, so they just do it and pretend they didn't or something like that. And sometimes they're really nice. Nowadays it's easier. They get in contact, they tell you, look, I sampled you and this is what I'm gonna pay you. Other times it happened to us that we just discovered, oh, that song really sounds like us. And then it was us. We kind of belong from sampling. Because I discovered soundtracks and library music because I was looking for music to sample back in the days when I was a teenager. So that where my soundtrack and TV and music library passion started. So it kind of is a circle that is closing. And then there is a scene worldwide of record digging, and we kind of are part of that as well. So people kind of know Calibro as well for that. You can trace back quite easily why we got sampled from Jay-Z, because we played South by Southwest and we played Vox Poetic shows at South by Southwest. Vox Poetics is a magazine specialized in soul and funk and jazz and weird music. And at that concert we met Adrian Yonge that co-produced the Jay-Z song. So it's a tight-knit scene. Rodriguez has been one of the best stories ever of the music. The fact that he became huge elsewhere, but then at home he wasn't, because they couldn't understand what he was saying. And also the fact that he belongs from Motown Records, so he's got solid base on black music, but he was doing something different. That's why it didn't work in the US, but it worked somewhere else. Just the pure passion of doing it.
Because that's like a little thing that maybe we could do that I think would be pretty fun. A lone cowboy arrives in an empty, dusty town at noon, and there's not a soul to be heard, or a soul to be seen, or a sound to be heard. And
then he enters the saloon. He enters the saloon and finds the saloon that is completely empty. Then a shriek comes from upstairs. And
a black horse waits for the cowboy, and he jumps from the window and fall on the horse and run in the sunset. Bye bye.
Fin.
It's a short movie. It's a short movie. Short movie. Pacific short movie. No shooting, no guns. Just no horse.
Pacifist.
Okay. Pacifist.
All right. Okay.